How's it going, guys? It's your boy Salty Uchiha here with red hair Kaneki, two thirds of the Golden Triangle, and my late night podcast. Backdoor. Still fighting to get back to channel, but we're not here for that. We're here for Dragon Ball Super episode 98. Universe 9 got fucked. Not even in a good way.
Nope. I told you.
Anyway, I wasn't recording that. Anyway, we're here to Dragon Ball Super episode 98. How'd you feel about the episode, my friend?
Yo, the Zen-oh are fucking savage. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Motherfucker, like, gone, boop, gone.
Pretty much.
Alright, let's wipe out the universe.
What I like was when the shit kind of was like, Yama! And they was just like, yeah!
No, it was like, motherfuckers like, Zen-oh-sama! They're like, yes?
And gone. And gone. Oh, and his gun, I'm sorry.
And the fucking angel of that god destruction, he's just smirking, bro.
Yeah, dog.
Something's up.
Yeah, dog.
My feeling is all the universe that get wiped out is gonna get replaced by a new universe.
Makes sense.
Then it's gonna get reassigned.
I like at least how it's funny how the god of destruction of Universe 9, which we all kind of took him as bitch made, at the end he was a gangster. He just kept his mouth shut and was like, all right, whatever. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? There was no crying, no complaining.
Shit.
No zen-oh-sama. It was done. He took the ass whooping. Let's talk about the fight leading up to the ass whooping though. Let's talk about that. First off, Goku being a bitch, thinking he could take the world on. Well, that's not really his fault. He was surrounded. And we see the deadly trio essentially go into their triangle formation, which kind of reminds me of One Piece a little bit this week. But, you know, whatever. You know, just by coincidence. You know, three brothers trying to fight in correlation. Still got bodied. Just saying. I mean, whatever. That might have been just me. Anyway. I thought them fighting in their triangle formation was still kind of cool, though. And, not too low. A little higher. Yeah, that worked. I thought them fighting in the triangle formation was kind of dope. The thing is there wasn't enough stamina for the three of them, so eventually they were going to get tired. Yeah. So at least they were pacing themselves. The rhythm could have been better, too, between the three of them, to be perfectly honest with you. And I would have rather them try to set up for Bergamo to get the clean hits in because he's the stronger of the three. But I guess that's neither here nor there. We saw that Lavender's poison was completely taken out the mix.
Because of the barrier.
Because of the barrier, yeah.
But the barrier Oreo, it reminded me of fucking Black God form. It was like a white rainbowy aura for both Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, slightly. More white than rainbowy, but yeah.
Like, if you look closely, you can see like a little bit like a green, a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue.
Oh, okay, I got you. It was still a very cool form, though. I mean, well, not good. It was a cool barrier. It was a good idea. I like how Vegeta just instantly copied that shit like a true Uchiha.
But the barrier, it can't actually block physical attack.
It's not supposed to.
It only blocks, I guess, poison.
Now the question is, would that work against? Do you think that would work against Frost's poison needles?
Technically, the poison needle would penetrate the skin, so the poison would enter anyway.
Fair enough. That's why it was a question. Alright, so, you know, it is what it is with that. So, as we saw that Goku's basically getting overwhelmed by three weaker opponents, and Beerus is basically shitting on him for it. Like, the hell you letting these weaklings fucking get hits on you, man? You need to be able to take care of this shit. Looking like a bitch out there, making Universe 7 look like punks. Making Universe 7 look like Universe 9. Goku was like, I'm sorry.
Trying to conserve his stamina.
I guess, but then again, like, all you're doing is making yourself more susceptible to the ass whoopings.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at this way. Vegeta was in the same situation.
No. Don't be a jerk. No. Vegeta was fighting off two dudes, right? Okay. Vegeta was fighting off two people. Ends up jumping over there to help Goku out. Goku said that, I was just trying to pace myself. It was difficult. Vegeta volunteers to let this motherfucker sub out so he can come in and get that ass whooping. Universe 9 is getting salty because now you have three people shitting on them in their fucking face about how useless they are. And who's gonna get the win?
But then again, they got split up.
They did. Well,
they end up in the same situation.
Well, no,
until they got caught. Until they caught the team off guard because they're confident that it can take them.
Whoa. Give the situation more respect. What happened was it was 3-on-2. Vegeta rushed in to go at Bergamo. Then the other brothers in the triangling around. Wow, that didn't even sound right. Ends up circling him, or triangling around him, I should say. Goku jumps in, takes out Basil, and then the rest of Universe 8 essentially jumps in for the fight. And what? It was a 4. So then it was 4-on-2. But then again, it was still divided because remember the 4 people that Vegeta was facing, which was he was facing Lavender, he was facing Homegirl with the nails, the cat chick, and then he had the dude with the he had the dude with the ice lance, and he had
the Wednesday wasn't up until the last part.
Yeah, but those two, but the ice guy and him pretty much stayed together though. What was his name? Oregano? All right. Yeah. And then Goku had the rest of them on his side. Right. We find out that that carrot from One Piece,
she fell.
Yeah, she got knocked out by A.T.
And then Frieza got the other guy.
Frieza was torturing that nigga. Torturing the shit out of him. He's like, please stop. He's like, but why? We just started. Vegeta was basically like, Frieza was like, I haven't even put my pants down yet. Like, it was brutal.
Take the tail.
Like, he was in there, like, oh my god. And then he eliminates himself.
Yeah.
On some dumb shit. Anyway,
and then the rabbit girls look. I'm like, oh, whoops, I fell too.
Yeah, she's like, at least you still got me. So we see that. So Vegeta basically is he's fighting the cat chick and Lavender, and
that chick was pretty impressive.
She was until she ended up sideswiping fucking Lavender in the face.
They got overconfident. They got as
sloppy,
as my dude Zapper say, cocky.
They did get cocky, and then Vegeta went into his best time to pound these cakes. Got it from the back, got it from the front.
He did the finger final flash.
He did the finger final flash. Well, not to her. Remember he drove. You were jumping ahead, but he ends up sending her through the side of the stadium or of the stage. Goku ended up blasting 2 of those dudes that he was facing off. The dragon guy with the iron body and the guy next to him that we got no introduction for. He ends up knocking both of them out, and then they end up basically getting the advantage on Lavender, Basil, and Bergamo, end up pushing them to the end.
And they did the triangle beam.
Yeah, they tried to do triangle beam against Final Flash and Super Kamehameha Wave, and then there was a wrap. They got knocked off. And then they fucking went... Now, here's the thing. How did everybody else just land perfectly fine, but they essentially fucking nosedive into the bleachers after they felt the void? I didn't understand that. Maybe it's because of the power, that like the velocity of them sending off. Whatever. Either way, so they end up hitting the barrier, hurt.
So got the inertia.
Yeah, and then they started the begging. Now, a lot of it really came down to Champa being a dick. Just being like, yes, take them out! Ah! And the Supreme Kai Universe 9 just talking all that hot shit. Just to lose the way they did.
The danger triangle.
Oh my god, dude. I got a new idea for a series I want to start with you, by the way. We'll talk about that. But they just built up so much hype. Now, yet again, I do like some of the dialogue that Basil and his brothers had, where they were like, in our universe where it's basically a shithole, we're more adept to teaming up with each other, against stronger opponents, which was the exact opposite of what Whisk said when Vegeta actually jumped into the freight, because their Shinkai was like, oh, well, Vegeta's there now, everything will be all good. And Whisk was like, yeah, if they'd be willing to work together, normally they'd be not a problem. But since they're both greedy bastards, it's going to be difficult. But
Vegeta got soft.
What? Hey man, he's got cake waiting for him at the house, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's got cake waiting for him at the house. So he's fighting for the greater good, sir.
Man, first he was about to hold hand with Frieza if it's not for Whisk, but now he got soft.
If it was for Beerus, first off. And second off, he still didn't do it, so it doesn't even matter.
I said if it wasn't for Beerus, he wasn't gonna happen.
Could have held him at the wrist. Anyway, anything that stood out to you specifically in this episode? Anything at all? Anything you'd like to point out? Were you expecting Universe 9 to get bodied this early on?
No, I didn't watch the episode on Saturday.
No, you didn't.
I was just told and spoiled.
I didn't do it, by the way. It was a friend of ours.
I was just told. I was told that Universe got erased, but I didn't know which one.
That was me who said that, but I didn't tell him what universe. Yeah. To have a whole universe be bodied only in the second episode of the tournament.
Yeah, it's early on in this thing.
It's going to be rushed. But for people who are asking on Amino, yes, we will cover. Well, I'll cover the Black Goku saga, or Goku Black for the manga, because I'm not sure if Red Hair Kaneki wants to do it. But we'll definitely do the tournament literally week by week, or month by month, I should say. We'll definitely do that because we definitely want to see the correlations. We feel like they're rushing the anime, but we'll save that for speculation and discussions.
I hope they don't take out a team every other episode or every single episode.
Well, the next episode focuses on, well, that's speculative discussion, but we'll save that for, it's focusing on Krillin. Mm-hmm. And it looks like 18 might go up against Frost. Mm-hmm. Maybe, so.
I mean, I think her and Krillin are working together. Because she had her on the sunglasses.
That's true. That's true.
So it looked like Krillin's about to pull off the super.
No, what's it called? Super. Oh no, maybe you're right. Was it super?
Oh yeah, no, it's the Kyle. Not Kyle. Solar Flare times 100.
100, yeah. But you can only use it once though.
Yeah.
So. Wow. All right. So anything else you want to throw into the episode, my dude?
No.
All right, man. So speculation discussions will come up next. We're gonna throw some theories at you, some stuff that I've been brainstorming on why it went down the way it did, and expect maybe the first episode of a new series I was thinking about. That should probably be coming up in a minute, maybe. So check that out. That should be fun, I hope. And I'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Yeah. Shouts out to DJ Kaneki in the background, laying down that fat beat. Yeah. Hey man, let that podcast for life.